Hello everyone! Welcome to a very highly requested hack or hoax video. This is for a supposed hack that has been around for many years and decades, and I don't know that I can go as far as saying centuries, but apparently this was used very early on the Hollywood starlets. As far as I could tell on YouTube why it blew up, it seemed as though Pixie Woo did a video about 4 months ago and she showed this technique, and then Desi Perkins did a video couple weeks ago, few weeks ago, month ago, doing this as well. So I feel like people started asking me to test this out around when Desi Perkins put her video out. So I'm assuming that's why people want me to do this, but either way, it was neither of their ideas. Like Pixie Woo said, you know, it's something that they've been doing in Hollywood for a very long time. So yeah, I guess now it's time for the masses to try it out, huh? What this is, it's using soap to like set your eyebrows and whatnot. So like instead of using a wax or a gel, you use soap. And let me tell you, I don't know if Target is just like not the place to go to buy clear soap, but I was like in the soap and bath and body section or whatever, and I was like, none of these soaps are clear though. I even checked like the men's section, no clear soaps. And then finally I was like, well, I may as well at least try and look for a freaking spoolie. And so I was in the makeup section, the beauty section of Target, and then I saw this with like the face washes and the makeup wipes and that sort of a thing. So I hope this is okay. It's fragrance free, dermatologist recommended, the transparent facial bar according to Neutrogena here. And then when I went to try and find a spoolie at Target, they like did not have spoolies. The only one I could find was in like this kit from Revlon that came with like scissors and shavers and whatever, and I was like, I am not about to spend 12 bucks for a spoolie. I mean, I would have if it came down to it, but so I went to Sephora after that and I was looking around to buy some spoolies there, and then I saw that they just had spoolies sitting out in the Clinique section, so I was like, I'm gonna take one of these. So yeah, I think I have the tools here. I am ready. My makeup is done aside from lipstick and brows. Not that the lips matter, but the brows. That is what matters. We're gonna test this out. I am going to do the soap on one brow, and then I'm going to use my typical wax on the other brow so we can see how they compare, how they contrast, how they are similar, how they whatever. I feel like this is really only a hack if you are the kind of person that typically has clear bar soap sitting around your house, in which case, total hack. I mean, if this ends up working. I mean, for me, having to go out and buy a pack of soap, like, I don't know when I'm ever gonna use this soap now, but I don't know. I have very sensitive skin. I like to keep my skincare routine the same because I have found what works mostly well for me, so like, okay. I mean, if you typically have clear bar soap laying around, this could possibly be a hack, and I am here to find out for you. So, it really is fragrance free, wow. Alright, cool, good on you, Neutrogena. The other thing that you do need is some water. I mean, you don't need it in a cup if you're by your sink or whatever, but I'm gonna take a sip of this first. Nice water. So, spoolie time. So, spoolie time, here we go. Feels like a spoolie. You take this and you slosh it around in your water, tap it off, and then you are supposed to just... She looked like she was like pretty vigorously rubbing this on there. She said you do it until you get a nice, like, paste consistency. Really, I mean, that looks kind of pasty, right? Yeah? I mean, there it is on that side of the brush compared to the clean side of the brush. I think I'm gonna start there, so I'm gonna do this side for no reason other than this is the brow that I always start on. Everyone is saying, you know, this is really good for people who have sparse brows because you're supposed to, like, you know, brush upwards and and that'll get your hairs from laying flat on top of each other to like being more widthy this way. I've got, you know, decently hairy brows, but I do have a sparse patch there that I try and fill in. I mean, you can definitely see it feels like wax, honestly, which, I mean, it makes sense. Soap is a wax substance, right? So this is a bit more wild of a brow than I do. I'm just gonna brush down a little bit. I typically I do mine up, but then over, you know? I don't know, I guess we'll do it like that. And then she said you kind of push your brow down. Ooh. They look really pushed down. More so than I'm used to. I don't really like that look, so I'm just gonna fluff these up again. Okay. There, I'll push that front one down. I mean, it seems like if you want your brow, I want this hair to stay exactly like that, push down really seems to help. And I know Pixie Woo used a gel. I do not use gel in my brows, so I'm just gonna do my brow the way that I typically do. I use this marker from NYX to kind of draw the baseline, and also to kind of fill in this little part that doesn't really have any hairs. And then this brow here, do the same too. I typically put my wax on, and by typically I mean I always put my wax on after I do the marker and everything. And then I just go in with my sad little palette here. This is from Motives. This was actually my mom's at one point, and then it was too dark for her, so she gave it to me. And I've been using this for probably longer than you want me to be using this. So then I just fill in. I try to concentrate in that sparse patch. Okay, so if you are using powder like I am, it gets really crusty. This is gel consistency crusty, you know? Which I'm not the biggest fan of, you know? That's one of the reasons why I use wax instead of gel, but it really is a personal preference. I mean, brows in general are a very, very personal preference. How much do you groom them? Do you completely groom them? Do you like Instagram brows? Do you like natural brows? Blah, 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 blah. This is where I go in with my wax. I just use this one from NYX. And I just kind of smooth it on over everything. And then I use this old mascara wand. And this is when I personally fluff everything up. I like that it kind of disperses the powder and blends everything together when you do the spoolie at the end. But so that's how I typically would do a brow. And then I'm just gonna take the clean side of this spoolie and just run it through to disperse the powder. So there, I stand strong in the belief that brows are meant to be sisters, not twins. Heck, you could even call these cousins and I would be a-okay with that. I honestly feel like texture-wise and everything, they look the same at this point. So there they are for reference. Hey, hey, ho, ho. There we go from far away and with my hair down, so yay, right? I feel like it looks like my brows, feels like my brows, So yeah, I'm just gonna go about my day here. I've got a bunch of errands and adulting to do, you know, meeting with my tax guy and everything. I'm gonna do that, I'm meeting up with some friends later, and then coming home and getting a bunch of work done. So it is a day. I am excited to bring you guys along with me, as always, to see how this hack does. It is currently just about 12:30 in the afternoon. With brow stuff, I guess I will just go about my day. If anything catastrophic happens, I will check in with you. Otherwise, I feel like I might just check in with you at the end of the night. So we'll see how I'm feeling, see how it goes. And in any case, I'll just see you all very soon here on YouTube land. Bye! Looks like I stuck my finger in this socket before turning the light on, huh? Just like zzz. I promise that's not the case. This is just what it happens when I stick my finger in life, really. So it was a good day. I got all of my adulting done, my taxes and my this and my that. Went and hung out with a couple of friends for a few hours, did some window shopping and whatnot, and then came home, ate some dinner, fed the cats, played with the cats, and then I just got a video edited. So yeah, here we are. It is currently 11:08 in the evening. Final check-in here for this soap eyebrow hack or hoax. I am so happy to have my first hack, yay! Even if it's a kind of hack, this is very exciting for this series. This is a milestone, a stepping stone, whatever you're gonna want to say. I feel like the baton was passed. Well done. I suppose you probably want to see my brows up close. So, soap brow, regular brow. I think they look the same, you guys, which is a really good thing. My glasses are horrendously dirty. There. It's better for me anyways. This is the soap eyebrow. It seems like that may have had a bit more control even than the wax on this side, just in that my hairs ended up sticking up straight or whatever, and this one they kind of fell flat, which doesn't bug me at all, but if you're looking for a bit more control, soap might be your answer. My brows are still like flexible, as you can see, even with the soap in there. And, you know, same thing with the wax side. Even after doing that, you know, my pigment doesn't come out, you know, that keeps it in place, the hairs and the pigment. I was really scared because I think it was Pixie Woo that said that if you apply too much of the soap, it can end up looking a bit like dandruffy throughout the day when it gets all dry and everything. So be cautious of that, I suppose, but it looks like, I mean, on my first try, I was able to get it, so if I can get it, anyone should be able to get it. I mean, I'm not a makeup guru. I don't think I'm a guru in any way, shape, or form, makeup or otherwise. And yeah, I'm just a makeup enthusiast. I don't know much about makeup, so if I'm able to do it, I have faith in you. Y'all should be able to do it just fine too. But if you do end up screwing up, that's totally okay. Just use less soap. You know, the only reason I say this is like a kind of hack is that if you don't already have clear soap laying around your place, but you already have like an eyebrow wax or an eyebrow gel or whatever that you use and you like, you know, I don't think you need to go run out and buy clear bar soap and spoolies and stuff, you know, just because you want to do soap brows, you know, like your gels and your waxes do the same thing. To me, this seems like an in a pinch kind of a thing. Like, oh my gosh, I ran out of my normal brow wax or gel. Oh, thank goodness I have this bar of soap laying around. I can just use that instead. Or I don't know, maybe give it a try. Maybe you will end up preferring soap over wax and gels. I mean, I don't see why not. And if it works for you, I think that's great. So I mean, I'm probably just gonna keep using my wax because I like it well enough and I think it's more convenient than having to like go into my shower and like scrub on my soap and stuff. You know, it's easy to just have my wax pencil and just burp bop boop boop. But yeah, like I've said a million times, this is definitely a hack. I am so happy that this worked out. So yay to old Hollywood makeup artists, or if it was someone before that, yay to you, yay to whoever created this, yay to people who keep bringing it back and making it popular and whatnot. It definitely works. So I would say if you are intrigued or if you are in a pinch and you have these products available to you, yeah, give it a try. You know, it's fun to find out. If anything, I just hope this video was helpful and or enjoyable for you, seeing whether or not these soap brows are the real deal or if it's just a bunch of baloney. If it was, please do go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. I would love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!